We are talking about respected and beloved Amber Heard again. After all, despite 1,800,000 votes against her, despite all the dark sides of the biography and popular anger, the actress remains in the cast of the Aquaman 2 film and feels great. She has every chance in the future of this franchise to take a role much more important and significant than Arthur himself, Jason Momoa. But now it turns out, instead of getting a kick in the ass from Warner, she gets what? 3 seconds to think, a few extra $1 million as a raise. Hey everyone, this is FatRussianCat out there. It is already safe to say that the Warner Bros. Studio has taken its position. And unfortunately, this position is not at all in favor of the audience. Eventually, despite all the flurry of criticism and all the negativity that rushes from all sides to the performer of the role of Mera, her position in the Aquaman sequel apparently is stronger than ever. A little earlier, Amber Heard confidently and I would even say arrogantly stated how she's preparing for the start of filming, which should begin in a couple of months. Thus, the actress made it clear to everyone that she is confident in her future. Last week, it was revealed that the Warner Bros. Decided to keep up with the times. Therefore, they plan in the future, and not at all so far, but starting from the second part, to reduce the role of Aquaman himself and instead gradually transfer the reins of power to female heroines, just headed by Mera. So all of a sudden, Amber got the opportunity to eclipse the main character. Well, now in order to completely finish off all those hundreds of thousands of people who signed the petition, and millions more who simply cannot imagine Amber's new appearance in the role of Mera, we are told that Warner is also going to throw some money on the actress. So 3-4 million for her poverty. What is meant? The fact is that the last time the leading actor Jason Momoa received about $13 million for the shooting in the first Aquaman, while Amber Heard's fee was about half of this amount, which is quite reasonable it seems to me. Anyway, Arthur's role was much more significant than Mera's, and Momoa's name at that time was already better known in the world. But after the incident, many organizations, currently very respected in Hollywood, began to accuse Warner Bros. Of having paid a man twice as much as a woman. Allegedly, here it is gender discrimination. Apparently, the studio bosses learned a lesson from what had happened and decided not to tempt fate this time. So, according to unconfirmed information so far, Heard's fee, which was originally described as $7 million, can easily reach 10 or maybe exceed this digit. Well, what's the coolest thing? Perhaps the tricky studio bosses will take some of this money from Jason Momoa's salary. After all, they're not at all interested in paying someone more than necessary. Well, according to the principle of taking off and dividing. So Warner Bros. Are trying to be generous, so to speak, at someone else's expense. It is clear that at the moment no one has officially confirmed this information. And how could it be otherwise if the certain participation or non-participation of Amber Heard is currently suspended? But at the same time, something tells me that in the end everything will be so. And Heard, who is simply hated by many millions, including potential viewers of the second Aquaman, will not only remain in the cast and probably receive more important role, but she will also take away part of the fee from her filming partner in order to become several $1 million richer herself. It's cool, isn't it? Then, can someone tell that big companies are afraid of the audience? They may be afraid, but for some reason only when a bunch of marginalized people persecute Gina Carano or Elizabeth Olsen. But when millions deservedly request to remove Heard from the Aquaman sequel, Warner's actions take place exactly in opposite.